Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kia Simone, and let's get into this last episode of Real Housewives of Potomac, which I done got unpissed off just long enough to watch this episode and do this review. So let's just get into it. Before we do, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. And of course, I have to shout out my super thanksers. Thank you so much to Yvette Greer, Tanya Fuller, Latoya Randolph, and on Cash App, Lorenzo Malone and Letha Palmer. Thank y'all so much. Now let's go ahead and get into it. So the episode opens up with a flashback of all the bullshit that has traumatized us last week. And we see Wendy and Mia going their separate ways. Ashley, Giselle, and Robin are still at the table. And Ashley said, listen, I love Mia, but that was unnecessary. And Giselle in her flammable wig pipes up to say, well, the whole thing was unnecessary. No, you are unnecessary. And I don't know why you here all these seasons later. Mia's on the phone with Gordon playing victim and requesting arrangements to go home. Please. Bye. Wendy is raising hell with production, but y'all need to book me a ticket home before I book my foot a one-way ticket to Mia's ass. Wendy said if I go in that house tonight, I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm beating her ass because all this professor shit, okay? Before all of that, I'm Wendy. And girl, I understand. Karen is outside comforting Mia and trying to encourage her to not just up and leave. Mia takes this opportunity to tell Karen, you didn't have my back. Karen said, what do you mean I didn't have your back? 2 wrongs don't make a right. Well, first of all, it ain't 2 wrongs. Mia went fishing for information from Peter, came back to the table to pick a fight with Wendy over something that had absolutely nothing to do with her. There was wrong and there was a reaction. But carry on. Mia is crying and carrying on about, you didn't have my back, and she sat and talked shit about me. Karen said, look, y'all canceled each other out with you tossing drinks and she lying on your man. Y'all canceled each other out to me. Karen got mad and walked off, and she said in the confessional, Mia has this expectation that you're supposed to be these ride or die friends that no matter what she does, whether it's right or wrong, you just supposed to go for it. Seeing that she invited Sharice to what's supposed to be my birthday celebration, does she really have my back? So Karen goes back upstairs to the table where Ashley and the rest of the colorist coalition is waiting. Giselle is upstairs ordering dessert just as happy and giddy as she can be, but she don't miss no dessert. She don't care if it's bloody fingers and purses flying. Now that's odd to me because she couldn't stomach anything after what she witnessed with Monique. But this was just evening entertainment. Giselle is a foolish hypocrite. Ashley asks, where's Wendy? And Giselle pipe up, but I would like to check on Mia. Well, waddle your ass downstairs and check on her then. So Karen said, you have to give her a moment, Giselle. And somebody said this was wrong. Royd Rage Robin pipes up to say, you know, Karen, I do feel like you didn't do anything to diffuse the situation. I would have cursed Robin's Raggedy Ann looking ass clean out. Do you understand me? I would have cursed Robin out for absolute filth. Because what do you mean? She didn't try to do anything to diffuse the situation after you sat there and called yourself TMZ, egged Wendy on the fight, told her either fight or shut up. Where do you get off telling anybody else what they didn't do to diffuse the situation? Like, this girl got to be straight out of hell. And Karen going for the bullshit about, listen, I can't fight. Y'all know I can't fight, and y'all weren't in the middle of them, so y'all can't say anything. No, this is them trying to deflect from the fact that they were literally throwing gasoline on a fire. So Ashley, I don't know what twilight zone we're in, but Ashley is the one with good sense, and she goes to check on Wendy. Well, when she goes downstairs and she's talking to Wendy and tells Wendy that Mia is talking about leaving, Wendy said, good, she should leave because she committed assault. Ashley said, well, for me, it was the second time she tried to throw something. That's when it was just too much. For me, it was Wendy having the restraint to not deliver the first or second S-whooping because the drink was too much. The first thing was too much. Ashley asked Wendy, well, are you coming back to the house? And Wendy said, I don't want to be somewhere where I could be attacked. And she absolutely should not be. The absolute best thing for Wendy to do is go get her own place. I'm not laying my head in the same place as this bitch. So the ladies all load up and they head to the house. Mia is in the car lying about how Gordon booked her some 8:30 flight. And Robin's, no, girl, shut up. On the way to the house, they're having some whole lynch party meeting about how Karen has somehow become the problem. Jacqueline is saying how she thinks Karen is the only person who could have diffused the situation. And Giselle is saying that Karen wasn't jumping in to call Wendy a liar. She never once jumped in to say that the stuff that Wendy was saying wasn't true. And you know, when you straddle the fence, you show that you're really not on either person's side. Could you straddle the fence and hail? Giselle is an evil minister of confusion, and I'm sick of her. Mia is in the confessional talking about how she would never allow anyone to just fillet Ray, but Karen would allow Gordon to be ripped to shreds, even though Gordon loves and adores her. Girl, first of all, don't nobody give a damn about this lust and harassment that you call love, okay? Secondly, if you had minded your own damn business, all your business wouldn't be all over the table. So they get back to the house. Giselle, Robin, and Jacqueline go downstairs and they're talking amongst themselves. And Jacqueline is saying how Wendy and Mia are both women who are not used to hearing no. So when you get them together and they're going back and forth and neither of them is used to hearing no or backing down, it's going to be a problem. No, what happened is she fucked around and found out that Wendy meant exactly what she said when she said Baltimore County ain't got shit on me. Mia comes down to join them, followed by Sharice. So now they got a full-on Klan rally. So Giselle asked Sharice about her ride back to the house, and Sharice said it was a little different because, you know. So Giselle says, is she staying here? What is she doing? She is probably upstairs calling her husband, since she has one to call who isn't out spreading his seed all over a congregation. Ashley is still the only one with sense, and Ashley goes to check on Wendy, who is packing up to leave and go to a hotel. Back downstairs at the Klan rally, Giselle is asking Mia if she's feeling better about the whole situation. Mia said, for now. Girl, who gives a... How about you go to hell for now? So the next morning, we see Robin FaceTiming her kids, who apparently are not in school where they should be. The child wants to know how she know their business. How you know we ain't in school? And she said because she called Juan at 7:45 that morning and he was still in bed and had not gotten the kids up. Y'all are trifling. Robin and Juan are trifling. Them kids' energy personified. It is wild to me. Y'all wouldn't get the kids up to go to school from homeschool. Y'all won't get them up to go to school at real school. Y'all just said, these kids and their education. We ain't got time to be raising y'all. Then she had the nerve to tell the kids, and y'all better go to school tomorrow. No, y'all better be parents today. So Sharice and Giselle come down for breakfast and they go to sit down together like two little high school girls. Sharice asked, is Wendy coming back today? And Giselle said, I have no idea. And she don't give a damn either. Ashley comes down and Giselle said, Ashley, you seemed upset yesterday, and asked her why. Like she's the nut. Ashley has to explain to her that, you know, basically she don't like being in uncivilized situations. She said, yeah, I don't really do violence. I don't like violence. It's not my thing. Giselle said, well, that's a good thing that you went to the bathroom during the whole barn situation then. And I said, well, what does this have to do with anything? Ashley said, well, I didn't condone that either, which is bullshit, but still. Sharice said, well, that seems kind of contradictory. And Ashley said, well, how? Giselle said, because you participated in it when you wrote that damn statement. Giselle has the nerve to say Ashley is just blowing in the wind with her changing positions. She got one stance about one situation and a different stance about the other. Well, I guess it takes one red flag to know another. Giselle has a whole lot of nerve when she acted like she was absolutely terrified of Monique after the whole Monique situation. And you want to use that and tell Ashley that she doesn't have an equivalent reaction. Girl, please go to hell. Ashley in the confessional said, you know, it's strange to me that Giselle was so quick to condemn Monique and defend Candiace. But now in this situation, she wants to defend Mia, who is the attacker, and shun Wendy, which just feels wrong. And that's because it is. Who knew that Ashley do something strange for change Darby would have the moral compass in this whole situation? Who knew? Next, we see Robin emerge from whatever hellhole she was in. And then comes Jacqueline, followed by Mia, who ain't on nobody's 8:30 a.m. flight to nowhere because she ain't never had one booked. Candiace has arrived and she's upstairs putting on her face and the whole armor of God to get ready to deal with this clan. She said she came excited and ready to party and take shots, but these heifers done broke hell loose in less than 6 hours. She arrived the night before, greeted by Raggedy Ann Robin, and was briefed on all the hell that had gone down. Robin said, okay, so apparently Mia and Peter were friends. And Peter and Wendy were potential business partners. And Mia got some tea from Peter that he had beef with Wendy, and she came and ran that back. That turned into them going back and forth, which turned into Mia throwing a drink at Wendy. Robin said, you know, I decided to try to record as much as I could and proceeds to show Candiace a video of Wendy reacting like the conniving Karen she is. Candiace is looking at the video and going, Wendy, no. And Robin said, yeah, it was a lot. Candiace said in the confessional, I was looking at the video and I saw Wendy being very angry, but if you throw a drink at me, you must want me to take your edges home with me. Absolutely. It's going to be a buy one, get one free on your edges for me. Robin said, and apparently Wendy's leaving. Candiace said, well, Mia is the one throwing drinks and purses. Mia should be leaving. Karen finally emerges from her room, and I know this ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but when Karen came out of that room and Robin was sitting on that couch directly in front of Karen's room, I wanted to roundhouse kick Robin for having that plate of food on those people's white couch. Get that plate off those people's. Why would you put that on that white couch? But anyway, it's Karen's birthday. So Mia is saying how even when her friends have issues, she doesn't make it about her. So she's still ready to celebrate Karen's birthday. Yet another damn lie. Giselle asked, well, what's the plan for the day? Mia said that their plan for the evening was that they were going to have an all-white dinner for Karen's birthday. And at some point during the day, she has a nail tech that's coming to fix her nails. The rest of you heifers can figure it out. The ladies go out to the pool. Candiace finally joins the group and Mia gathers them for yet another lackluster announcement. They're all going to the Savoy Hotel that afternoon to hang out on the beach. Now, why they weren't staying at the Savoy Hotel, where I'm sure they had enough rooms for everybody to begin with, I don't know. So they separate into two groups, and Ashley, Karen, and Candiace go off into a corner to discuss checking on Wendy. Karen and Candiace both say they've already checked on Wendy, and Karen is saying that she wants all of her girlfriends to be there to celebrate her birthday. So Candiace starts saying that she really doesn't like that Wendy is being ostracized and it's not fair how Wendy is being treated. Karen is saying, yeah, that's true, but I also don't like the lies being hurled. That's not right. Girl, Karen, you gonna have to go to hell because you sat up talking about Giselle and her hot box last season, not knowing whether that's true or not. So please, cut it. Candiace said, yeah, but words and throwing things are two different things. And everybody is around here just going on about their business like nothing happened. She's about to break down and cry. Meanwhile, Jacqueline is in the pool with Robin conspiring about how she's going to make sure Mia doesn't let Wendy back in here. Candiace said it's sad to see Robin justify what Mia did, and we see a clip of Robin sitting down talking to Candiace, and she's saying, you know, Wendy cuts you off and she doesn't let you talk, and I've been into it with Wendy and I wanted to throw a water bottle at her head. Yeah, That's because you're an unintelligent Neanderthal that doesn't process thoughts or emotions or formulate complete sentences. So the only way you know how to express yourself is a brute strength or aggression. Get help. Candiace starts crying, talking to Karen and Ashley about how triggering it is that people think it's okay that you can just do whatever you want because you don't know how to use your words. And that is extremely triggering. Candiace is absolutely right and very upset. And Robin is in the pool about why is she crying? What's wrong with her? And she's trying to compare Monique and Candiace to what happened here with Mia and Wendy, and there's just no comparison. How not? Robin said Mia is wrong for throwing the drink, and Wendy is wrong for escalating the situation. Do you know how dehumanizing it is to tell this grown, educated, birthed 3 children woman that she should have just sat there and taken Mia's shit when Mia is picking a fight with her and throwing a drink at her? This woman who low-key outranks you in every arena of life, you think should have just sat there and taken that shit. And she's wrong for escalating the situation. You are wrong for not escalating yourself to hell. She should have just sat there after this woman threw a drink at her and picked up. I mean, what in the segregated lunch counter hell are you talking about? The producer said, but you are more on Mia's side. Yeah, because I don't like Wendy. Robin has rocks for brains. Ashley, Karen, and Candiace decide they should go ahead and call Wendy. They call Wendy, who answers with a raspy voice. Ashley said, Wendy, what happened to your voice? Where's your voice? Wendy said she lost her voice because she had been crying all night long and I wanted to fight all over again. Do you know how lonely that must have been for her? To be in a strange hotel in a strange city where she was invited on a trip with a whole bunch of women who turned on her and left her out here on a string by her. Candiace is telling her, listen, you deserve to be here. Don't let them just make you feel like you don't. You need to come back. And yes, she does deserve to be there. And yes, she does have every right to be there. But let me tell you something my mama always told me. Don't never stay nowhere you ain't welcome. Soon as you make me uncomfortable, as long as my card work, I'ma show you how to get around town. You go to where you are celebrated, not tolerated, even if that means it's gonna be a party of one. And you there with a whole production team. Oh, that would have turned into a solo trip real fast. Y'all want some footage? I'll give you something to film. You can follow me all around this town. I'm going to this restaurant. I'm going to that club. I'm going to buy these shoes. I'm going to give y'all plenty action. But it won't be with them bitches. So Ashley told Wendy about the whole beach gathering they're supposed to be having at the Savoy, and Karen jumps on the phone to give Wendy an official invitation. Wendy said, well, you know, she does want to hang out with the girls. She hasn't gotten to see Candiace, and she does want to help Karen celebrate her birthday, so she agrees to go. So Karen goes to tell Mia that she has invited Wendy and ask her how she feels about it. And Karen better than me because I wasn't going to ask her shit. You'd be lucky if I tell you on the way. Mia said she's really not all that cool with it, but it's Karen's birthday, so Karen said, okay, so you'll do it for me. Mia said, well, actually, how about since I had breakfast with you, you go have lunch with her. Karen said, so it's that serious for you. Mia said, you know, I don't want her to ever think it's okay for her to disrespect my husband. And anyone who supports that, it tells me where they stand. Karen said, are you talking to me? If you talking to me about me, what I'm doing is not supporting anybody disrespecting your husband. What I'm doing is trying to facilitate peace. Mia said, but you are supporting that because she lied, and that's not a fair fight. Not a fair fight. You threw drinks, purses, napkins, all because you couldn't handle somebody throwing shade. Not a fair fight. I hope when Karen gets done building this bridge, you take this bridge right on to hell. Karen said, look, I agree that she spoke out of turn. She said things that weren't right about your husband. But do you not think us all getting together at the beach, this beach walk, would facilitate peace? Mia said, it's not going to be peaceful if I see her. Girl. So Karen turns around and calls Wendy back to withdraw her official invitation because she's not the host. This is some bullshit. Ashley said, let's just split up. We should just take some time out of the day. The three of us can go hang out with Wendy and celebrate Karen's birthday because this is just crazy. Karen said, I agree because, I have to take a stand. Well, it's about damn time. So they go inside and the rest of the ladies are getting ready to take shots, but Karen came and firing shots about it's my f***ing birthday. So I made an executive decision and I'm going to check on Wendy. They said, oh, okay. Ashley and Candiace said, we don't mind taking our shots. She's on a rampage right now, but yeah, give me my liquor. They all take their shots and they have lime wedges that are on the counter for them to use after the shots. Well, Candiace said, limes are for bitches. Robin comes out of nowhere about, you know what, Candiace? I've been nothing but nice and supportive, but thank you. Girl, it was a joke. But that conscience you didn't know you had is kicking your ass. Candiace said, Robin. No, Robin, nothing. She said, Robin, we'll talk later. No, it's all good. Girl, what? Robin is in the confessional saying, I don't know why Candiace is acting like a butthole. I mean, it's not like I said Wendy must go. It's not like I was cheering Mia on. I don't have anything to do with this situation at all. Girl, you is a Rachel Dolezal black lie. So all the ladies are loading up in the cars to head out to their afternoon activity. Well, when Karen, Candiace, and Ashley got in their truck, that's when Mia found out that they didn't have the same destination. Mia said, well, where are they going? Jacqueline said, oh, they're going to check on Wendy. Mia about lost her damn mind. Mia dragged her raggedy ass over to these women in this truck, opened the door, and said to Ashley and Candiace that they would need to find accommodations for the remainder of the trip because they didn't get her permission to go check on Wendy like Karen did. Girl, when I tell you, they wouldn't have had to find me no accommodations because Dade County already got them. The jailhouse open all night long. I ain't got time to play with you. Mia is the type of person that will cause you to come out your bag and catch a charge. Ashley told her that's some petty shit. Candiace said, you can just close the door. Close my door. I'm not arguing with you. Only trash I ever entertained is named Oscar and live on Sesame Street. You can go straight to hell. Mia got right back in the car with the rest of the Colorist Coalition and not a soul opened their mouth to tell her she was nuts. When she told them she's putting the other girls out, all Robin said is all three of them. She said, well, no, because at least Karen asked permission, but those other two hopped their little happy-go-lucky asses in the car and just decided they're going. They think they're going to stay in the house I'm paying for. Mia is literally reenacting being put out of the house by her mother as a child. These are not your children. You still have no control over the situation and you need to get help. Candiace is in the other car saying, you need to be glad my black ass even came. In other words, this is beneath me. Ashley said, I don't know where Mia found the audacity to walk her size 13 shoe over here and tell me what my grown ass can do. I about died. I said, not the size 13 shoe, Sasquatch, have a seat. Candiace is in the confessional saying, I'm not leaving the house because you mad your feet big. So they arrive at the restaurant and they text Mia and tell her to go to hell while they waiting on Wendy to get there. Ashley told Mia via text that it's rude to invite a group of women out of state and then threaten to revoke their accommodations because you're upset about something they decided to do that brings you no harm. It's petty, and I'll be sleeping in the same place that I slept last night. Karen said this is something only Mia would do. Ashley said, you right, only Mia. Oh, ratchet ass. Karen said, nah, I didn't say that. Well, you should have. So the rest of the ladies arrive at the beach. And I can see why Robin and Mia align. I mean, just ratchet and lackluster. This heifer is excited about some chairs and cabanas in the middle of the beach. So they're getting settled into their chairs on the beach. And Giselle mentions that she was in the jacuzzi that morning at the house and she looked up and saw two people in Mia's shower. Mia and Jacqueline apparently are showering together, and Robin got all excited. She said, so do y'all get it on? Like, have y'all? Why? Are you looking for people to bond with about your and Giselle's relationship? They said, no, never. Girl, Jacqueline said, well, I mean, I did kiss her ex-boyfriend once, and then I slept with him. I mean, but we've never done anything together. Robin said they are on some weird sister wives stuff. Jacqueline said, well, you know, me and Mia, we never compete. No, because y'all too busy collaborating and conspiring to secure caregivers. Mia said, yeah, and if she ain't winning, pulling up in her Porsche all cute and fly, then I'm a terrible friend. Because if I'm winning, she's winning. Yeah, it sounds like a solicitation sisterhood to me. So Wendy finally shows up at the restaurant to meet the ladies, and they start out by asking her, how does she feel? And she said she's hurt because she doesn't feel anyone should be violated physically the way that she was violated. But she got something for that. She comes to the table to spill the tea that Peter done brought to her about Mia, because guess what? A dog that brings a bone carries a bone. So while you all excited about him telling you what you think is Wendy's business, that kind of person usually done told your business. Wendy said Peter told her that him and his girlfriend and Mia and her husband Gordon used to all hang out and vacation and party together. Sound like swingers to me, but whatever. That was all until Mia did some snake shit to Peter's girlfriend at the time. Let me find out she was trying to cut the middleman out the swinger situation. Wendy said apparently after whatever snake she did, that's when the whole friendship between the couples dissolved, because I guess whatever Mia did was unforgivable. So Wendy is trying to figure out, how is Peter your brother when, according to the last story he told me, he don't with you? Ashley said, what? Girl, whatever Wendy knows must be something juicy, because Mia turned into the Hulk at that table. Now back at the beach, Mia is asking the ladies if they saw the text that Ashley sent to the group text. And Giselle read the text and said, now I kind of get where Ashley is coming from, because to tell them they can't stay at the house is a bit harsh. So it's a bit harsh for her to tell Ashley and Candiace they can't stay at the house. But it's completely understandable and acceptable for her to throw drinks at Wendy and for Wendy to have to leave the house. That's just normal. They're asking Mia to text back and tell them that they can come to the house. There is no problem. Charisse decides that she's going to take control of the situation. She makes herself Mia's help about, well, I'm going to be the secretary. I'll just send the text and tell them everything is okay. So back at the restaurant, when the ladies get the text, they let Wendy know what's going on. That, girl, we might have to come to the hotel with you because this done put us out. Wendy said she is really on a power trip. Just because you put on a blazer and 4-inch heels, it doesn't make you a boss. Wendy said, what is the last book she read? I'm pretty sure it's Green Eggs and Ham. Now, me, I wrote a book, so me and you is not the same. I'm going to need you to go sit down. I said, I know, that's right. Now Mia is at the beach, turning this whole beach day into an oversharing therapy session. Girl, if you don't leave us alone. We got to get back into this losing Isaiah story about how I people please until you tried up with me or with my family, and then you're dead to me. And I just can't change that. You know, I talked to my doctor about it because I tend to just write people off and not care. The doctor apparently explained to her it's how she copes because of all the trauma she's experienced. Girl, basically you not having full power and control and being the center of attention triggers all of your rejection and abandonment issues, and you need to get help. I get that this is all rooted in childhood issues and triggers that unwanted child feeling, but unfortunately, I am fresh out of the give. I do not care. Giselle asked Mia, so what's going on with the whole birthday party for Karen? And Mia tells Giselle she don't feel like throwing her no party. Let Wendy throw her a party. She is such a child. So some guy brings them a round of shots, and they all get up and start dancing like dinosaurs, but you can't tell them they ain't sexy. Giselle is over there twerking like her damn tummy tuck hurt. Mia is trying to shake her fix-a-flat ass. And Robin is using this opportunity to examine Mia's fix-a-flat ass. For them lumps, she said, was on it, because the only lumps we see is the ones that was installed by the doctor. Where's the rest of that? Robin said it must have all just gone away. No, she's a low-down dirty shame of a liar. Back at the restaurant, the ladies are wrapping up their dinner, and Candiace is getting ready to go meet with Trina. And Wendy asks, well, since I can't miss them, just let me go to that. See, sometimes when people think they putting you out and they think they inconveniencing you, they pushing you right into an opportunity you wouldn't have had otherwise. Now back at the beach, a group of fine young black men come walking by to get harassed by these damn Golden Girls. The one guy doesn't have on a shirt. Robin just keeps touching the man, and you can see him pulling away like, please stop touching me, lady. He looked like he want to scream stranger danger. Now, here's two things that I find interesting. First of all, if the roles had been reversed and a man walked up and was just rubbing Robin down like that, not that that would happen because she is oozing testosterone, but whatever. If a man had done that, it would be a whole Me Too saga. But you can walk up and put your unwanted crypt keeper hands all over this man. And to say Giselle is running around accusing people's husbands of wanting to touch her, and you just out here with no consent, putting your hands all over people, that y'all got some damn nerve. Giselle says she's shocked that Robin is into the young men. She didn't know. She said, now she ain't mad at it, but Juan might be. Juan don't give the first damn. Robin just wants to be touched, and Juan is giving, get somebody else to do it. So everybody's wrapping up their evenings. They're all heading back to the house, except for Candiace, who is now going off to the real reason she's there, to meet Trina. And she has Wendy in tow with her. So they get to the studio and they're all really excited to see each other. Of course, Candiace and Wendy are really excited to meet Trina. And Trina was excited to meet them. It was a really sweet moment. Trina seemed very, very sweet. Trina, of course, asks, how's your visit in Miami so far? And Candiace starts out kind of letting her know it's been hell because I'm here with these hellish heifers. But this is the highlight of my trip. And of course, she starts to get teary-eyed. But I mean, who wouldn't? This is a really big moment for her. So they listen to the song. They all love the song. They're really excited about it. Wendy said she's looking forward to doing her Wendy Slither in the video. Please don't. Back at the house, Karen has arrived and she had some flowers waiting on her from her man. So she FaceTimes Ray to tell him thank you for her bouquet of roses for her birthday. Ashley is upstairs FaceTiming her babies, and the baby, it was so, oh my God. The baby hugged the phone to hug him, mama. It was so sweet. Giselle is frolicking around the house drunk, talking to Karen and Ashley. While they're talking, here comes Mia and her flunky about Karen. Can you come upstairs so we can talk to you? So Karen goes to the madam's quarters for this conference, and Jacqueline starts off being the spokesperson for Mia about Mia is in her feelings about Karen making the decision to go hang out with Wendy for the afternoon. She can get in them same feelings and hit the gas to hell. I don't care how old these heifers are, they're children. And I would not have entertained this conversation because I cannot. Mia starts repeating the bullshit that Giselle planted in her head to Karen about, Karen, you're straddling the fence. Karen said, look, as far as I'm concerned, y'all were both wrong. And this woman is off somewhere separated from our group in a hotel just out there in the world. Mia said, but I would never do that. Girl, there's a lot you would never do. You don't have no couth and no class. There's a lot of stuff we don't expect from you. Mia said, but you checked on the one who didn't own up to being wrong. Karen said, I checked on the both of y'all because I don't play these childish games. Jacqueline tries to diffuse the situation by saying, let's not do this. Mia said, well, what am I doing, Jacqueline? They said, you're not doing anything. I'm just saying, let's not do this. The shit you always do. Start shit. Mia said, well, the thing is, Jacqueline, if someone disrespected you, I would ride for you. No questions. Loyalty. Karen said, loyalty, meaning they do whatever you want them to do, whether you're right or wrong. Is that what you mean? Because that sounds like stupidity. And you just met Karen. You don't know Karen from a hole in the wall, and your husband harassed the lady. Why would you expect the same commitment from Karen that you expect from Jacqueline, whose mama helped raise you? Especially when you don't give it to anybody. Karen is in the confessional saying Mia is really into this control thing, and I'm not about to ask permission. If she pulls out some damn crown about the queen doesn't ask permission, well, I'm gonna need you to have remembered that when you was in there asking her how she feel about you inviting Wendy to the beach, the wide open public beach. Karen said, look, let me ask you something, because you doing all this putting everybody out. Do you not want me here? Mia said, I mean, it's not an issue of you being here, but when it comes to like throwing you a birthday party, do I feel like I'm responsible to do that now? No. I think she wanted a reaction, and Karen just looked at her through them lashes. Mia said, this is like a slap in the face to all my efforts. Karen said, look here, girl. You don't want to throw me no birthday party, you ain't got to. I had a cake and a candle. God is good. I got flowers from my husband, and you done fucked up the party thing. So I don't give a damn. Mia said, I fucked up the party? How? Karen said, where's the party? Do you see a party? Because I don't see no party. That's how you fucked it up. Ain't no party here. This said it was on the beach, but you didn't come. You's a damn lie. Because you said that morning that y'all were having an all-white dinner for Karen. Now, all of a sudden, the beach thing was her birthday celebration. Like, you don't even think when you lie. Mia said you were too busy checking on the wicked witch of the Wendy of the West. Dumb ass. When you went and checked on her, you picked your side. Karen got up and walked out. This is too much for me. She said, Mia, you need to wake up. Mia said, no, you need to wake up because Wendy's got it coming for you. Let me tell you something. I don't know what cell block gang Mia thinks she's in, but this girl needs help. This girl is too much stupid for me. I have limitations on how much stupid I can handle at one time, and she's a walking overdose. It's too much. And the episode comes to an end with Jacqueline saying, well, I guess that's that. I guess y'all aren't friends anymore. Girl, they ain't even friends to begin with. And you're absolutely right. Mia can follow that friendship right on to hell. And it looks like next week, Wendy is going to be rejoining the group, and we're going to be rejoining reality. We coming out of the Twilight Zone because Ashley is back to starting shit. But that's it. That's all. And I ain't got no more. Thank you so much for coming down here, listening to me, and letting me get this off my chest. As always, please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. And in the meantime, until next time, just like every time, I love you and I mean it. Bye.